welcome back to Quinte Connection. Happy spring. Thanks for joining us. Well, coming up more on the show, more about volunteer information, Quinte, of course, Volunteer Month coming, and then more from Gallery 121 here in downtown Belleville. The Co-op Gallery has their early spring show. But joining us to talk about Jazzlicious, now taking place in downtown Belleville, is the artistic director of the Belleville Jazz Society, Dan Douglas. So Dan, so great to meet you. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Well, thank you for having me on, Lindsey. It's really nice to meet you, and thank you for supporting the project.
Yeah, great supporting jazz music, especially in downtown Belleville and beyond. So Dan, what's your background? How did you get started with this?
Well, I've been in town, I think 4 years. I moved here just at the end of COVID, and I ended up meeting the director of the Belleville Jazz Festival at the time, Howard Reese. And Howard and I became friends. I ended up helping him out for the next couple of years as the festival went on every July. And after a while, Howard and I realized, offering jazz to these folks once a year is, for us, not enough. So we decided to transition the Belleville Jazz Society into, the Belleville Jazz Festival into the Belleville Jazz Society, so we could offer, more year-round support for the local jazz fans. And Jazzlicious is the first project of that new society, and it's been a major undertaking. So we're really glad it's ready, and we're in the midst of it, and it's going really well.
Great to hear. Yeah, it's going April 4th to 5th, 11th to 12th, and then the 25th to 26th in collaboration with the Belleville Downtown DBAA and the Quinte Arts Council. So, second year for this, Dan?
The first year we did it last year. It was a very small little project, just as kind of a tester. So we played at I think Paulo's hosted us, and Howard and I played, and then there was a little jam session at the Belleville Club. So we decided this year to enlist the help of the Musicians Performance Trust Fund, which is a trust fund set up by the Canadian Federation of Musicians and American Federation of Musicians to support live music. And so they're covering half of the funds, and then the patrons who are hosting, and the city has chipped in a little bit of money, and we're putting that all together to be able to make it a much, much bigger project. So we've gone from 2 venues to 6 venues, and from 3 events to 16 events. So it's really taking off.
Do the venues change every weekend, Dan? Is it the same kind of lineup every weekend, musician-wise? How is it working?
Well, we've got a lot of different musicians playing in the 6 venues. So the venues were given carte blanche to say, yeah, I'd like to have all 6 nights, or I'd like to have 2 nights here and 2 nights there. So there's a lot of different mixes. And if someone wants to see the schedule, the active schedule would be at our Facebook profile. So just go on and to Facebook or Instagram and check out Jazzlicious. You can always find Jazzlicious Belleville. You can always find our schedule as well on the Quinte Arts Council website. They posted everything, and through the BIA website as well. So actually, if you just Google Jazzlicious Belleville, these things all pop up. So there's a lot of access. And my marketing director, who happens to be related to me, Aaron, has put up a master schedule on a QR code that you can get off any of the pamphlets and brochures. So if you're at, Paulo's one night, you can scan the QR code. The entire schedule can pop up. You can bop over to the Cafana for another set, or you can hit Full Blue Basil for another set. A lot of the downtown venues, the Upfront Cafe as well, and Paulo's. Yeah, I mentioned Paulo's, but yeah, a lot of the downtown venues are getting involved. And I suspect that once the ones who chose not to get involved this year see what's going on, I think they're going to want to get in for next year, and we'll make it even bigger.
With the QR code, it sounds nice and organized, so props for Aaron there. That's great to hear. So, Dan, you mentioned that you and Howard have performed in the past. Are you performing again this year at a venue?
Yeah, I'll be at Full Blue Basil on the 11th and 12th of April, from 6 to 8. We're playing during the dinner hour. And Howard and I have played a lot together as a duo, and we love each other's playing. So he's on piano, and I'll be on trombone and a little bit of vocals, and we'll be entertaining over the dinner hour. So yeah, all the venues are 6 to 8 except for Paulo's, which is 6:30 to 8:30. So so you can, like I said, you can take in a set at Blue Basil and go across the street to the Cafana and hear one of our other amazing artists, and bop around. There's lots to do.
For Jazzlicious, Dan, is it all kind of local, regional artists performing? How has it been recruiting a lineup?
Well, thankfully, we have a lot of local talent, a great local talent, and there were people who I couldn't get because they were either already busy or couldn't squeeze them in. So that's why I want to expand for next year because we're not representing all of the local talent, and I know that's hard to believe, but there's a very rich performing artist population around here, and some really great people who unfortunately won't be in the festival this year. So it wasn't hard finding people. There's great artists coming out. We have some people from as far away as Port Hope and Pickering, and we have some people coming from Kingston and some coming from the county. So I've kind of brought them all in. Most densely populated night is April 11th, where there are four venues going on, and so there's four places that you can visit. So we have let me see, at Kafana, we have Michael Monis and Hannah Bruget. And Hannah's from the county, and Michael Monis is from just outside of Peterborough. So they have played together quite a lot as a duo. I'm at Blue Basil with Howard Reese, and Howard's from the county, and I'm from here. I'm actually from Foxborough. But and then we have two other artists playing in two different locations. We'll have the Robin Lee duo will be, I believe, oh no, not that night, but we have Natalie Cran, I believe, is going to play. Geez, I have to look at my own schedule. It's just getting out of. I can't remember who's playing where, but there are four that night. But the one event I want to talk about more than anything is the finale. So the finale is, and by the way, all these events are free. No one has to pay anything to get into them. But we do, of course, encourage you to come and have a meal and have some drinks and support your local restaurant establishment. But the finale is at the Belleville Club, and it's free to get into. Tickets are going to be, although it is free, you have to get a ticket because we expect that we will probably fill to capacity. And a brand new band called the Crap Shooters is playing there. It's the Crap Shooters Jive Swing Band, and they're playing at the finale. And not to blow my own horn, but the Crap Shooters is my band. So I put that together. And we have three gigs in April, and the intelligence already did a write-up on us, which is crazy. But so we're looking forward to really blowing the roof off with that kind of swing, kind of more modern take on jazz, and I think people are really gonna dig it. So.
And the intelligence articles caught our attention for us to have you on Quinte Connection here, which is always good, a bit of cross promotion there. So once again, Dan Douglas, the artistic director of the Belleville Jazz Society, Jazzlicious, now on in downtown Belleville. Good luck heading forward to things. Really looking to see what you come up with later on this year, you and Howard.
Well, thank you very much. We're looking forward to the event. It's going to be a crazy time. It already is a crazy time. And we appreciate your support, Lindsey. Thank you for having me on. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the future. Come on out and see us at one of the venues.
Will do. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.